Well, in the past, CRM installations have gone wrong, and I think a lot of it to me is down to actually trying to fit the business into the software rather than using the software in the right place within the business, if that makes sense. It's not really a one-size-fits-all. Each business has its own unique ethos. It's the processes that they've built up over years. The software's got to match that, but it's got to provide that centralized capability of doing that. So in my opinion, that's why a lot of them have failed, because people don't fully understand what they're trying to achieve from the software. There's a lot of benefits that can be obtained from it. And for example, if you imagine a salesperson who's got the ability to know what stock's available from the back-end system, this is talking about integration with the CRM system. So as part of their interactions, they're recording everything they're doing from a sales point of view. But also, if the software is installed properly and delivered as a benefit, they've got all the information at hand to need to talk to that customer. So whether it's their current trading history, their credit limits, their balances, what stock's available to promise, all that information can be brought together and delivered to that particular individual if the system is mapped to the business. Now there are things which are generic across all of them, but there is that you've got to have that understanding that it's actually making it work for you, not actually trying to fit into what the CRM concept is. I think a number of issues today, for example, especially in the current economic climate, is finding new customers is difficult. Maintaining those customers is difficult. Continuing that relationship with those customers is also difficult. So what you've got to do is customers have got to be smarter. They've got to be able to deliver benefit to their customers. Their own customers are looking for something new and fresh from their traditional suppliers. And the point is, how do you make sure that you can do that? And that's where the CRM software can come in, because what it can do is make sure that those interactions with those customers are streamlined, focused, efficient. They're delivering the right information. So for example, if you can wow the customer with something that they've never had before, then they're pleased, they're going to come back to you. And that is one of the current things. If you're going to try to find a customer, that's one thing. Maintaining them and keeping them is another, because everybody knows that you get more rewards from an existing customer. They're easier to sell to in the long term. If we look at, for example, cost, a lot of companies do a lot of marketing. Can you ask yourselves, can a customer ask themselves, how successful has that campaign been? Do they want to repeat it? This is where CRM comes in. As I say, as costs are squeezed, what you need to do is to make sure that the actual activity that you're undertaking, whether it's e-business activities or email shots or using any of the new mediums, are they being successful for you? Are the messages being put across? With CRM, you can produce those type of campaigns and also track the success rates, making sure that you're following up on them as well. So there's a whole gambit there of what the actual software can provide for you, making sure that when you're actually spending the money on these type of campaigns, you're actually getting the maximum benefit from them. So if you do 10 things and only 2 of them are successful, you know exactly what those 2 are, so you can repeat them and refine them over time. That's what CRM can also do for you. The importance of integrating all the different aspects of a business are very, very important. If you look at it, businesses have gone through the benefits of modernising or computerising, their account system or their invoicing and their ordering systems and the stock control systems. Now the actual benefit, the next level of benefit, comes from integrating all the aspects of the business. So for example, you wouldn't want to give somebody who's dealing with a customer in a sales opportunity the access to everything that's in the sales ledger, but you want them to see information which is relevant to that customer interaction, to make sure that when they're talking to that customer, they can tell them what the stock's available. If there is stock on order or it's been manufactured, they know that at the point that they're talking to their customer and know what they can promise.